Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining me for this Sunday night meditation class. I'm Kay. Please find a comfortable way of sitting. You can lay down, sit in a chair, lean back, do whatever feels nice for you. Thank you for being here. And we were having some technical issues, so hopefully you can hear me now. If you cannot, please let me know. If you can, feel free to also let me know if you can hear me. And then let's turn with it. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Notice where you are. Notice the state of your mind, the state of your body. Take a deep inhale on your exhale, feel yourself fully relax. Let go. Sigh out if that's helpful. And notice the vibration of the space you're in. What does it feel like to be where you are? And notice the vibration within yourself. I want to play a little bit tonight with this idea of vibrations. Now, if you've meditated before, done any meditation with me, you know that I often will use different mantras, often in Sanskrit or Tibetan. I might sometimes talk about deities or the energy of people or situations. What these are different vibratory experiences of energy. Because all of this, all of it, is energy taking physical form. Energy converting into quarks, which create atoms, which create molecules, which create objects. And so everything has its own vibration. And as cosmic beings, as parts of universal consciousness that have taken physical form, we have our dominant vibration that we project to the world, that we experience. But we also have every other vibration in existence within us. Because we are part of everything and everything is part of us. We are at this moment just blocked off from that awareness. We think of ourselves as separate, as being these little solo voyagers through time and space. Part of God's power is to create blindness, to allow himself to forget himself so he can go on his journey. So we have everything inside of us. Everything that has ever been, everything that will ever be, the highest and the low, all exist within us. And when we turn into meditation, turn our focus within ourselves, we call forward certain vibrations and ask them to take up a more dominant resonance within us. And the more spiritual work we do, the more and more of those vibrations, those mantras, those visualizations that we actively cultivate come to the surface. And that's how someone goes from being an Indian prince to being the Buddha. It's how, somebody who is born Krishna becomes fully embodied as him, Some might say the Christ child was born fully enlightened. Maybe he grew into it. So we too can grow into something more than we are by highlighting specific vibrations. And so tonight I want to work with a few deities. I want to call forth their vibrations. So deities are said to be parts of God, parts of consciousness that exist on a very high vibratory level, in the Devic or godly realm, but they're also part of us. Deities are part of us. They're not always just something floating out on a cloud. They're also here. And so tonight, I want to work with you to invoke the energy of a few different gods and goddesses. And as you pay attention to your own vibration, I want you to notice the vibrations of these different deities and how they already live in you and how they feel when you call them to the forefront and how maybe you'd like to have these be more present in your life. Different deities govern different things, represent different qualities of energy. So as we explore tonight, see if you can start to notice the nuances between them and start to feel like, yes, this is my experience of Shiva. This is my experience of Kali. This is my experience of Durga. And let's see what happens. And lastly, I'll just add before we begin, part of the reason I'm doing this today is I guess it's about 36 hours from now begins the holiday of Mahashivaratri, a very, very sacred day for Shiva, where if you can tune into his vibration, you can receive all sorts of gifts. So, let's get you ready for it. They say the gatekeeper is Ganesh, he who comes first, guardians of temples and doorways, remover of obstacles, and that before you invoke other deities, you should start with him. So let's do a little bit of mantra for Ganesh. You've probably seen depictions of Ganesh before. He's the elephant-headed deity with a big round belly. So you can picture him in your mind if you'd like, or just simply follow the sounds of the words and notice the vibratory experience that then happens within you. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Jai Ganesh. Jai Ganapati. So I only did a little bit of mantra with Ganesh, but what do you feel? What vibration comes forward within you when you hear those sounds? Because just like if you hit a note and suddenly you hear the crystal or a bowl around the room starting to vibrate with that same vibration, when that energy comes forward, it starts to vibrate in you. You start to resonate with it. So can you feel the energy of Ganesh, and what did it feel like? Now, I want to move on to the main deities I wanted to focus on tonight. So this evening we're going to start with Shiva. Again, his holiday's coming up in about a day and a half, so I highly recommend tuning into this vibration and seeing the gifts that he can give you for your life, for your enlightenment, for the joy of living. Shiva is often depicted with blue skin or a blue throat. His arms and neck are wrapped in with cobras, symbolizing his mastery over the Kundalini Shakti, the divine energy that dwells within us. His muscular arms are wrapped in Rudraksha seeds, holy seeds from a berry plant, seeds that hold an electrical charge and have holes on either side ready to be strung into a meditation necklace. He's naked or wrapped in a tiger skin around his waist. His hair is long and dreaded, and in his hair is the river Ganges and the crescent moon. He has 3 eyes turned within to focus on the soul. He carries a trident to cut away ignorance, the ego, and to provide protection. Om Shiva, Om Mahadeva, Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugantim Pushtivardhanam Urvarakamiva Bandhinam Mrichomachi Mukshiyam Amritat Swaha. I'm going to do the mantra for Shiva. Try to notice his vibration and see if he will sit with you tonight. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. What do you feel? What does the vibration of Shiva feel like within you? Did you sense him? Did you see him appear? Did you feel him in your heart? Did you feel a tingling or motion inside of you? Does that vibration feel like home? It's a very ancient and powerful mantra. And there are depictions of this deity Shiva that go all the way back to Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, these civilizations that thrived in like 10,000 BC, long time ago. What do you feel? And when you feel that power, that strength, that divinity, offer it up. Offer it to the heavens. Say thank you. Thank you for reminding me who I really am. Thank you for this connection to bliss, to joy, to truth. Let's invite the goddess to manifest within us next. The energy of the goddess. And it doesn't matter what your gender identity is, we hold masculine and feminine within us. You can be a very manly man and hold the goddess. You can be a very feminine woman and hold the divine masculine. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Durga, Mata, Mother, Jagadambe. We invite Mother Durga to manifest within us. She who is as beautiful as a lotus flower, with glowing dark hair. She who rides a tiger or a lion, fierce and ferocious, holding 8 to 16 weapons ready to cut out whatever shit you no longer need to carry. Ready to protect you and defend you like a fierce mama bear. Mother Durga, Mother Maya, the reliever of illusion. I'm not going to do as long a mantra as I did for that Shiva mantra. We'll just do half that amount. All these deities I have a very special connection with, but in my sadhana, my spiritual journey, very early on, I connected really strongly with Durga, and so she was very much a gatekeeper for me, somebody to walk me into the realm of divine. So I hope all of that love and connection I have with her comes through to share with you this evening. So envision within you, before you, if you'd like, the Mother Goddess Durga on her lion, on her tiger. I did a painting of her years ago. You can see her up there. Maybe you feel yourself cradled in her arms. Mata. Om Hrim Shrim Dum Durgaye Namaha. 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 Om Him Shim 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 Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Mother Durga. What does the vibration of Durga feel like for you? What is your experience of her? Again, does she feel familiar? We're going to continue to work with her, but in a different iteration of her, a fiercer incarnation of her called Mata Kali, Kali Ma. Kali is ferocious to behold. She's naked. Around her bare breasts, she wears a necklace of skulls and severed heads. She has human arms wrapped around her waist like a horrific skirt. In one hand she holds a bloody sword, and in the other hand the severed head of a man. Her eyes are wide and glassy like a person possessed. Her tongue sticks out in a ravenous hunger. And she stands on the corpse of Shiva. The fierce goddess, the wild, untamed. Her skin is dark as night. We all know the fierce goddess. We've met her. We've felt that ferocity. We know what it's like. A holy retribution, ready to smite anything and everything that stands between you and your enlightenment, between you and perfection. A goddess who will cut you up into pieces if that's what's required to get you where you need to be. I have a geometric depiction of her behind me. That painting is her yantra, her symbol in geometric form. And right below it is Shiva, who we started with. Mata Kali. As I do her mantra, I invite you to sit or stand before her, chest open, arms open, and let her come at you with her weapons. Let her cut away what you no longer need. Embrace the pain, embrace the fear, and know it will lead to your transformation. Om Krim Kalyai Namaha, 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 Om Krim Mahakalyai Namaha. How is it to meet the fierce goddess? Beautiful and terrible to behold. And one more tonight. Interestingly enough, I just noticed that these four I picked tonight are all represented in my room. The fourth one is the gold statue behind me, Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, of beauty, of wealth, the grantor of gifts. Lakshmi. Beautiful and radiant. She glows with an internal golden light. Her breasts are round and full. She holds in her hands lotus flowers and a warm smile. She's dressed in silks and rides on a big lotus. The giver of abundance, fullness. The highest form of abundance is love. And so when we connect with her, yes, our lives become more abundant, more rich, but they become full of love. Om Lakshmi, my goddess, my lover. Bless us. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. 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 Feel a shower of golden energy raining down on you. The goddess of abundance. So as we begin this work tonight, I ask you to pay attention to the changing resonances within you. We started with your own resonance. We moved to Ganesh, to Shiva, to Durga, to Kali, to Lakshmi. Could you feel the subtle change? Almost like standing in the same ice cream parlor but tasting different flavors of ice cream. Could you feel how these vibrations are familiar, even if they're exotic? They are part of who you've always been and always will be. And they are coming to manifest in you, to grow in you, to shine forth from within you until you become nothing but consciousness, bliss, and truth. That's where we're all headed eventually. And what was your experience? Did any of these speak to you more than others right now? The last thing I'm going to invite us to do tonight is just pay attention also to the resonance around you, in the sense of your protector spirits. We all have them. Guides, guardians, angels, saints, deities. Who are those beings around you that love and protect and guide you, that bless you, your ancestors. Can you feel the swarm of cosmic love and support you have surrounding you? And what does it feel like to be in relationship with them, to be aware of them, to communicate with them? What does it feel like to be here with your guides? Your spirits. When we finally sense them, it's very humbling. It's humbling to realize we have so much love and support and blessings around us. Every one of us do. So may you go in peace, fully aware of the choir of angels that surrounds you. Thank you for your time, your heart, your energy. I hope this evening meditation practice was useful and beneficial for you. Just a heads up, I said at the beginning that in about a day and a half, Mahashivaratri, the great Shiva holiday, begins. It's usually practiced overnight and into the next day through fasting, prayers, pujas, offerings, meditation. So I will be doing an extended live broadcast because I'm taking the whole day to do spiritual work here in my sacred space. So you'll get a notification whenever it is. I got my throat, but I can still say thank you. Good, yeah, same here. Same happened to me tonight. I don't know exactly when I'll be broadcasting, but if you're subscribed and have the notifications, you'll get an email when I do go live, or you can just log on and it'll show on my homepage on YouTube that I'm streaming. I plan to stream for quite a while. I'm presuming for at least a few hours. And if you miss it, of course, I believe the recording gets uploaded by the next day. So you're welcome to join then. But do take some time. It really is a sacred, special day. When I celebrated the holiday 2 years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night, with the entire book that I wrote, Journey to the Ecstatic Self, down there, downloaded in my head, beginning to end. And I got up, wrote the first 3 chapters, went back to bed, and then within 5 days, the whole book was written. So a lot can happen on this day. Take advantage of it. Use it. If I can be of support, let me know. But it is an honor and privilege to share and serve you. I thank you for your heart. Thank you for your time. Use these practices well. Guard them well. Great to have you here, Donald. These things that we're doing throughout much of time would have been considered like secret teachings, how to connect with the divine. And only part of the work we're doing in this meditation class is happening verbally. There is transmissions that occur on an energetic level without even needing to speak about them. So honor these practices, use them well, respect them, be kind to them. Because it is an immense privilege to be exposed to this work. Not everyone has that karma. So we honor what has been given to us by using it. That's all. Have a wonderful night. Namaste.